Which one's the crowd home?
Your Spiegel, Washington Baptist University, on behalf of President Dr. Ben Sells, Director of Athletics David Shaw, and Head Baseball Coach Luke Miller. We hope you enjoy today's game featuring President Statesman from Kansas State University and your Washington Tigers. As we prepare for today's game, here are some friendly ballpark rules and reminders. First of all, Washington Baptist University has anti-tobacco and alcohol-free campus. Use of these products is strictly prohibited anywhere on campus grounds, including here at Ram Rogers Field. We also like to remind you that the playing surface and dugouts will advance applications and examples are all strictly reserved for the participants and the state. Washington and Kansas State are members of NCAA Division II. As such, the understands are located sportsmanship as departments, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, administrators, or other spectators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Washington thanks you for your cooperation in keeping Tiger Baseball a family game.
Well, good afternoon from Rab Rogers Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia. This is Ouachita Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris Babb. Glad you're with us today. Thank our OSDN student crew of Josiah Wooten, Cameron Boyd, Madeline Colzer with help from Seth Hunter. Also today on the broadcast, Gavin Wallace will be down here, got us set up earlier, and we are glad that you are with us today for this non-conference game between the Delta State Statesmen and the Ouachita Tigers. Delta State comes into the game with a record of 9-2 overall, 6-0 in Gulf South Conference play. Ouachita 9-2 overall with a 4-2 record in a Great American Conference play. We'll turn it over to the starting lineups, then have the national anthem. We'll be ready for first pitch from Rab Rogers Field.
University Statesman. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 3, Jacob Hill. Batting second, playing left field, number 1, Tucker Jones. Batting third, playing center field, number 24, Cade Greer. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 8, Levi Lang. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 27, Walker Moranto. Batting sixth and catching, number 20, Stone Collier. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 14, Cale Allen. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 21, Brady Hendricks. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 11, Austin Estes. Starting pitcher for the Statesmen, number 42, Nash Koska. And now the starting lineup for your Ouachita Tigers. Leading off, playing center field, number 7, Jared Cesar. Batting second, playing second base, number 24, Cade Bowman. Batting third, playing first base, number 5, David Bull. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 16, Joseph Boland. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 11, Connor Hill. Batting sixth and catching, number 13, Octavio Mendenhall. Batting seventh, designated hitter, number 19, Presley Nichols. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 4, Reese McWilliams. Batting ninth, point third base, number 14, Reagan Yeager. The starting pitcher for your Tigers, number 22, Jared Wagner. Fans, at this time, we invite you to please rise if you are able as we honor America and those who serve it with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, starting lineups, national anthem, pregame ceremonies underway. There's the Domino's game preview. Delta State 9-2, 6-0, and that should say GSC, out of habit. I had to break an old habit when Ouachita went from the Gulf South to the Great American, and apologize for that. It should say GSC. In the Gulf South Conference, 6-0, coming off of a sweep of Union. This weekend, Delta State will host West Florida in Cleveland, Mississippi. The Ouachita Tigers. Delta State also ranked number 22 in this week's Division II poll. Ouachita 9-2, 4-2 in the Great American Conference. Ouachita swept East Central last week, and they will be on the road in Searcy to face Harding this weekend. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, the starting defense for Ouachita, left to right around the outfield. A little bit different than we have had in the previous season. We've got a little bit of a shake-up between three different players, but it's all players who rotate to different positions. Left to right around the outfield. Connor Hill in the left field, Jaron Cesar in center field, Joseph Boland getting the start in right field. He started all three games at catcher for the previous 5 games of the homestand. Left to right around the infield, Reagan Yeager at third base, Reese McWilliams at shortstop. Second baseman Cade Bowman, he also started in right field over the series. And first base is David Bull. The battery on the mound, Jarrett Wagner. Behind the plate, Octavio Mendeville. He is the other factor in those three players that kind of played a little position switch up. Mendeville got the start at second base in the series, has also started 2 games at catcher this year. Let's talk about the pitcher for the Ouachita Tigers. Freshman Jarrett Wagner, he is 2-0 on the season. Both of those were in relief appearances of Austin Ford. Wagner is a 6'2", 190-pound freshman from Gunter, Texas. Third appearance, 2-0 on the season, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .227 on the freshman Jarrett Wagner from Gunter, Texas, getting his first start as a Ouachita Tiger. Third appearance for the freshman, first one to get the start. Take a look at the Delta State lineup, the 9-2 Delta State Statesman, led by head coach Rodney Batts, longtime statesman from his days back with Coach Kennison back in Cleveland, Mississippi. Jacob Hill, Tucker Jones, Cade Greer, the first 3, Levi Lang, Walker Morento, Stone Collier, and then Cale Allen, Brady Hendricks, Austin Estes. Starting pitcher for Delta is Nash Koska. Jarrett Wagner steps on the mound, ready to go. A beautiful day at Rab Rogers Field. First pitch at 2:02 and a fastball high for ball 1 to Jacob Hill. 5'10" senior infielder from Byhalia, Mississippi, transfer from Northwest Mississippi Community College. Beautiful day here in Arkadelphia. The 1-0 pitch is fouled out of play. The 1-1 pitch just outside for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch popped out of play to even the count at 2-2. Rab Rogers Field, 330 down the lines, 370 in the alleys. No markings on the fence, but I believe it's 390. The wind is blowing somewhat significantly. It's a sunny day, but the wind was blowing in from center field significantly, probably about 20 miles an hour right before first pitch. The 2-2 pitch misses just outside for ball 3. 62 degrees right now, high of 65. The next thing that popped up is the best thing, chance of rain 0%. Full count to the first batter, Jacob Hill. Payoff pitch, a line drive into left field, and so Jacob Hill gets things started for the Statesman with a single to left field off of Wagner. Hill came into the game batting .340. He's followed up by Tucker Jones, the left fielder, junior righty, batting .341. Jones is a 6', 175-pounder from Brandon, Mississippi, from Colan Community College. It's a high fly ball into left field, but Connor Hill was playing it perfectly, and so Tucker Jones is the first out of the inning on the F7. Hill stays at first, not able to tag, obviously, on that one. Cade Greer to the plate, batting in the 3-hole for the Statesman. Going to start at center field today. Greer, 6', 190-pound senior from Lewisburg, Mississippi, transfer from the University of Memphis, batting .289. There's a throwback from Wagner to David Bull at first base for Ouachita. You'll be able to hear the wind in our microphones some today. First pitch. Breaking ball catches the corner for strike one. Wind blowing around 16 miles an hour from the south-southwest. Quick throw back over to first base, and Hill gets back without a slide. The flag here at Rab Rogers Field is in right center field, just to the left of the scoreboard. The 0-1 pitch, runner goes. The throw down from Mendeville is to the first base side of the bag. It's tipped off of the glove of McWilliams, and Hill's going to make it to third. So the speedy Jacob Hill, who was 8 for 9 on stolen base attempts, steals second base and then advances on the error. And so now with one out, runner at third base, Delta State does steal bases at a higher clip than Ouachita for the most part. The first three batters in the order have 9, 8, and 9 stolen base attempts. The 1-1 pitch misses low. I'll go back to the flags. The flag here at Rab Rogers Field is in right center field, and it is blowing in towards us. When you go to the high home shot from home plate, we'll explain why I'm telling you that. The 2-1 pitch is a high fly ball to right field. Joseph Boland drifts, and that's going to get out of play into the Delta State bullpen. The building just beyond the right center field wall you see there at the top right of your screen is the Heflin Indoor Tennis Center. Beyond that is the Ouachita softball field. That flag was blowing differently than the flag here at Rab Rogers Field. So a little bit different winds we're having today, kind of a swirling. And so that would be interesting for outfielders possibly throughout the afternoon. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike three, and Cade Greer is the first strikeout of the day for Jarrett Wagner. Wagner in his sixth inning has struck out 5 batters, now make it 6. Only walked 2. This is a Ouachita pitching staff that has almost a 3-to-1, a 2.5-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio. 65 strikeouts to 27 walks. To the plate is Levi Lang, the DH in today's lineup for the Statesman, 6'2", 205-pound junior from Judsonia, Arkansas. Transfer from Northwest Mississippi Community College. Judsonia between Cabot and just outside of Searcy. 2-0 count to Levi Lang. Lang leads the Statesman in batting average this season with .395, 17 hits and 43 at-bats. The 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch catches the inside corner for strike one. The 3-1 pitch misses low, and so runners at the corners for the Statesman.
Second baseman, Walker Moranto.
Walker Moranto trying to drive the first run home with 2 outs. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Moranto is 6', 200 junior from Amory, Mississippi, also from Northwest. First pitch catches the inside part of the plate for strike one. Moranto batting .167, has 5 hits and 30 at-bats, 4 doubles, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Moranto, the second baseman today for Rodney Batt Statesman. The 0-1 pitch misses outside. These teams are not strangers. They've played midweek non-conference games the last few years, but if you're here in the Domino's game preview, you heard me talk about the days in the Gulf South Conference as the 1-1 pitch from Wagner misses upstairs. Ouachita was in the Gulf South Conference from the early 2000s until 2013-14. Delta State, a perennial power in Division II baseball under Mike Kinnison. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike two. That was foul tipped into the glove of Mendeville. Delta State held a significant advantage in the head-to-head. There were some very good matchups in the mid-2000s, 2007 to 9 time when Ouachita made a run. The 2-2 pitch, the runner at first goes, ball 3. And so Lang steals second base. And 2 in scoring position with a full count to the 5-hole hitter Walker Moranto from Jarrett Wagner, trying to get out of this one with flirting with danger, but trying to get out unscathed on the scoreboard. The 3-2 pitch from Wagner. High for ball 4. Wagner wanted that one and frustrated with himself when he didn't get it to land where he wanted. So Stone Collier, starting at catcher today, batting 6th in the Delta State lineup, batting .389 on the season. 7 hits and 18 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and now the infield will come in and talk to Wagner. Midweek game, non-conference, but both of these teams have started out the season nicely. Delta State 9-2, just came out ranked number 22 in the nation. Ouachita also 9-2, 8-game winning streak here at Rab Rogers Field to start the season. 8-0 at home, 1-2 on the road. Delta State is 8-1 on the road. So we'll take a look at a couple of stats to keep your eye on, a couple of trends. There's a big one. Colliers watches that fastball go by from Wagner. Nowhere to put Stone Collier. 2 outs. Delta State 1 swing away from jumping out early. Wagner wants the 1 swing that'll get the Tigers back to the dugout. The 1-0 pitch catches the bottom of the zone for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch just misses outside for ball 2. The 2-1 fouled back to the net, 2-2. Twos across the board. Big pitch early, top of the first. Delta threatening the 2-2 pitch. Misses for ball 3. So the runners will be off with the pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Jarrett Wagner trying to get out of trouble here in the top of the first. Stone Collier trying to help his team. The 3-2 pitch, runners go, high, ball 4. And Jacob Hill will score from third and gives Delta State a 1-0 lead, and that's going to bring a visit from Ouachita pitching coach Dave Brown. To the plate will be Cale Allen in the 7-hole for the Statesman, a freshman. 6'3", 210 from Collierville, Tennessee, graduate of Collierville High School. Batting .188 on the season. 3 hits in 16 at-bats. So Delta State has a run on the board here in the first with one hit. A base hit here would most likely score 2 more. Ball in the gap, depending on where it could mean 3. Allen to the plate, the righty. And the lefty Wagner outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Top of the first. Delta up 1-0. The 1-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. Wind is blowing in from center field. Across the field towards the dugout, not directly out to right. The 2-0 pitch catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Wagner needed that one. Would like to get another pitch here. The 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. Ouachita led by head coach Luke Howard in his 8th season as the head coach at Ouachita. Pitching coach, recruiting coordinator Dave Brown. Assistant coaches Bo Burson and Talon Heine. 3-1 from Wagner. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. So full count again, 2 outs. Runners will be off again on the pitch as Wagner trying to now limit the damage to 1. This is the 7th batter in the Delta lineup. Ground ball foul, and we'll do it again. Brady Hendricks on deck for the Statesman. Third baseman today, batting .200 on the season. A lot of pitches in this first inning for Wagner. He's trying to make this the last one. Runners go, 3-2, ball 4. And it's 2 runs walked in for the by the Tigers.
Third baseman Brady Hendricks.
Lang scores. Collier at second, and Allen gets an RBI walk. First pitch to Hendricks is just outside, and Wagner's just trying to find one. As pitchers and catchers head to the Ouachita bullpen, the 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. 2-0 swing and a miss, strike 1, and Wagner, needed that one. Swing and a foul out of play on the 2-1 pitch, so another 2-2 count. These Delta hitters, obviously the 2 that have drawn walks, have gone deep in the count. The others have gone at least 2-2 as well. Upstairs, ball 3. So for the third straight batter, we got a full count with bases loaded, so the runners will be off. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and so Wagner does get the third out, but not before Delta State gets 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no Ouachita errors. 3 Statesmen left on base. So Wagner does give up 2, but gets out of a jam. Strands the bases loaded. And that's where we stand as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Delta State 2, Ouachita coming to bat when we come back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita. Washita.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King,
At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we and more will be on your side, by your side.
Number 22 ranked Delta State Statesman get 2 runs in the top of the first inning, all off of 1 hit. 43 pitches in the first inning for Jarrett Wagner. We move to the bottom of the first. On the mound for Delta State, Nash Koska, 6'1", 200-pound senior from Nesbitt, Mississippi, transferred from Williams Baptist University up in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. Third start of the, third appearance, first start for Koska. 4 2/3 innings, giving him 8 hits, 9 runs, 7 of those earned. He has walked none and struck out 5. For the Tigers, he'll face Jaron Cesar, Cade Bowman, and David Bull. Joseph Bolin, if anybody reaches, then Connor Hill, Octavio Mendeville, Presley Nichols, Reese McWilliams, and Reagan Yeager. Cesar, lefty junior center fielder from Fort Worth, Texas. Transfer from Eastern Arizona, batting .395 on the season. Both of these teams coming off of conference sweeps last weekend. Ouachita's was here against East Central. The 1-0 pitch catches inside part of the plate for strike 1. It is windy. We mentioned 62 degrees. The wind in the flagpole, you can see there on your screen, the wind blowing Koska's jersey. Handcuffed on the 1-1. Check swing, foul tips that one back. The 1-2. Cesar stays alive. Look around, the umpire's pants are blowing in the wind. You can't really see on your screen very much there, but it is a windy day. Swirling winds now blowing out to left field. Cesar tips that one and stays alive. I guess technically blowing in from right center would be a better way. A 1-2 pitch. We'll do it again. Koska. Third appearance. 4 2/3 innings. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Gets Cesar swinging for the first out of the inning. Koska's 6th strikeout of the season to 0 walks. Both of these pitching staffs have good command. 87 strikeouts on the season for Delta State to 47 walks. Cade Bowman to the plate, the sophomore from Little Rock, batting .382 on the season. Fouls that one out of play. Had a good weekend against East Central, including a solo home run to left center field. Ouachita had more stolen bases in that 3-game series than I've seen in several years in a series. The 0-1 pitch, line drive to center field, and it's going to get down, but nice catch in center field by Cade Greer. The wind knocked that one down. Greer played it, got a good jump on it, and got the leather around it just before it hit the ground, and so that's the second out of the inning. Bowman retired on the line out to center field, and David Bull to the plate. 6'4" junior first baseman, batting .306. Bull from Gilbert, Arizona. Talked about the connection, the quality that this Ouachita program has had with players from Arizona. Bull and Cesar from Texas, but went to Eastern Arizona. The 0-1 pitch to Bull. Misses, low and outside. Mikey Quinones and Bermudez, Octavio Mendival. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Go a little bit further back. David Sharp from Arizona. He's been here a little bit. Koska gets the sign ahead in the count, trying to retire the Tigers 1-2-3. Ooh. I thought that caught Bull in the midsection. But he did get out of the way of that direct shot to the ribs to even the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch, jammed him, pop up in the infield, and that's going to fall for a base hit. That was in the air a long time. Don't know if shortstop Jacob Hill didn't get a good read on it, but by the time he let that one bounce, there was no way that he was going to be able to make a throw over to Cale Allen at first base in time. So an single, infield single, pop-up just over the mound from Bull gives the Tigers their first base runner of the day, brings up Joseph Bolin. Right field start today, batting cleanup. Bolin also had a good weekend. Joseph had in the first two games, had an RBI single in each of the first two in the first inning. It's a ground ball to second. The Sunday hop on a Tuesday afternoon to Walker Moranto's glove, and he makes the throw over to Allen at first base for the third out of the inning. So for Ouachita, no runs on one hit, no Statesman errors, and one Tiger left on base. We've completed 2, Delta State 2, Ouachita 0. Jarrett Wagner back on the mound for inning number 2 when we come back after this timeout.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
We welcome you back to Rab Rogers Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Non-conference action today between former conference foes, Ouachita and Delta State. The Statesmen still a part of the Gulf South Conference. Ouachita in the league for the early part of the 2000s. We start the top of the second inning. Jarrett Wagner back on for his second inning of work. And for 43 pitches in the first inning, 2 runs on 1 hit for the Statesmen. Those 2 runs came on bases loaded walks. We go to 9-1-2 for Delta State. Austin Estes, Jacob Hill, Tucker Jones. Estes fouled the first one back, and now even in the count after that fastball misses. The 1-1, nice breaking ball from the freshman Wagner, in for strike one. The 1-2, nice take, check swing, they'll appeal to first, and first base umpire correctly says that he checked his swing. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball to second base. Cade Bowman, low throw, but a nice scoop on the hop by David Bull for the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, Jacob Hill.
I almost said Mendeville because Octavio Mendeville has started at second base for Ouachita in, I believe, the last 5 home games. He did get a start at behind the plate in the first weekend of the season. 2 catchers in this on this roster we've seen so far, actually 3 when you count Hudson Waite. So Bolin has started the most games at catcher. He's in right field today. Mendeville with his second or third start behind the plate. And the freshman Hudson Waits has also gotten a start behind the plate. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, strike two. Wagner looks in, out of the stretch. The 1-2, misses low, ball 2. Technically not out of the stretch. Not out of the stretch, not even technically, just not at all. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Hill is retired on the third strikeout of the day from Jarrett Wagner. Tucker Jones to the plate now for Delta. Flew out to left field for the first out of the first inning. Both of these teams preparing for their third weeks in their respective conferences. Jones rips one just past the Ouachita dugout. Head athletic trainer Ashley Harris whipped her head around there to see if anybody in the bleachers down the third base line and left field line were in the way of that one. It looks like that was not the case, thankfully, because that was a hot shot off the bat of Tucker Jones. 1-1 pitch from Wagner. Breaking ball popped up. Shallow left center field. Cade Bowman calls off everybody and comes over. Had a better angle at it from second base and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So Wagner settles down nicely and gets the Statesman 1-2-3 in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Delta State 2, Ouachita 0. Tigers try to catch up when we come back after this timeout.
That's a timeout.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Nash Koska has completed his warm-up pitches, and we go to the bottom of the second inning from Rab Rogers Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. For Ouachita, it'll be 5-6-7. Connor Hill, Octavio Mendeville, and Presley Nichols as they face Nash Koska, who was given a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. And he faces Connor Hill, the lefty, 5-hole hitter, getting started in left field, a sophomore batting .345 on the season, 6'2", 195-pound sophomore from Rowlett, Texas. Fouls the 1-0 pitch out of play. Mentioned both of these teams in conference action. Ouachita tied for 5th place in the Great American Conference after the first 2 weekends. The 1-1 pitch fouled out of play, almost the identical spot. Arkansas Monticello in first place at 6-0 with 2 sweeps to start the GAC schedule. Harding, Southern Arkansas, and Arkansas Tech are 5-1. And Ouachita and Southeastern Oklahoma State 4-2. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball. Nice job by Allen of fielding and turning around and making a nice throw to a covering Nash Koska. And Hill is retired on the 3-1 put out for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Octavio Mendeville, get the start at catcher today, batting in the 6th hole. Octavio batting .306 on the season. 6 foot 195-pound catcher slash infielder. He's doing the catcher of that slash today. San Diego, California, from Otay Ranch, transferred from Eastern Arizona. Nice breaking ball from Koska for strike 1. A 1 pitch to Mendeville, swing and a miss. Ouachita at 4-2 in the conference. Delta State 6-0 after the first 2 weekends of GSC play. Koska waits for the sign, the 0-2. It's a line drive fly ball into left field, nicely played by Tucker Jones, and so Mendeville is retired on the F7. Delta State also swept its first 2 series, so the Statesmen are 6-0 in GSC play. West Alabama, West Florida, and Trevecca tied at 5-1. 3 teams right at 500 at 3-3. Lee, Mississippi College, and Alabama Huntsville. Union and Valdosta at 2-4. Montevallo and Auburn Montgomery 1-5, and Christian Brothers 0-6. Presley Nichols to the plate in the DH role, the lefty. Junior, transferred from Crowder College, 6'2", 210. Native of Van Buren, Arkansas. Had a pinch hit appearance in Ouachita's Game 3 win against East Central on Saturday. He gets the start at DH today. 1-1 the count from Koska to Nichols. One pitch misses. For those Tiger fans who are watching, remember the days in the Gulf South Conference, several different schools than when Ouachita was in that conference. As GSC was forced to pick up some members when the Arkansas schools left. Nichols, nice play on a hop by Allen, an identical play to 2 batters ago, and Nichols is retired on the 3-1 put out for the 3rd out of the inning. So Ouachita goes 1-2-3 in the second. We go to the 3rd. Excuse me. Statesman will try to add to a 2-0 lead when we come back.
On campuses nationwide.
Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
The Java Primo game recap. Delta State 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors. Ouachita no runs on 1 hit, 1 errors. We start the top of the 3rd inning for Delta State. It will be 3-4-5. Cade Greer, Levi Lang, Walker Moranto. Greer struck out swinging for the 2nd out of the 1st inning. He'll lead things off here against Jarrett Wagner. 43 pitches in the 1st inning. Settled down for a nice 2nd inning. That bunt is laid down. Mendeville comes out. Nice strong throw to Bull for the putout. 2-3 on that one on the bunt for the first out of the inning. 55 pitches
Designated hitter
now for Wagner. So after throwing 43 in the 1st inning, he threw 10 in the 2nd inning. Settled down nicely. Levi Lang walked in the 1st, stole 2nd, ended up scoring on a walk. A bases loaded walk, the 0-1, breaking ball, strike 2. The 0-2 misses for ball 1. Finish up what we were talking about, the Gulf South. Several names that Ouachita fans who might have been following Ouachita for the last 20 years or so won't recognize as being members of the Gulf South. The 1-2 pitch, called strike 3. Lang didn't think so. That breaking ball caught the inside part of the plate for strike 3, the 2nd out of the inning. And Wagner is retired 6 straight.
Walker Moranto.
Delta State, West Alabama, West Florida, Alabama, Huntsville, Valdosta State, Montevallo, and Christian Brothers are the GAC schools that were in the conference when Ouachita was in it before they moved to the Great American Conference in 2013-14. Moranto to the plate, and that's going to end the streak, as that could be extra bases as Hill was playing in left center field. And Moranto got around on that one and it tailed towards the left corner, left field wall. And Moranto has a 2-out double.
Now batting the catcher, Stone Collier.
Runner in scoring position for Stone Collier, who walked his last time. Up. Nice breaking ball from Wagner. Started up, broke into the zone, 4 strike 1. You can see our center field camera. It's not someone walking out there. It's just the breeze that is blowing, making it a little bit shaky. The 0-1 pitch, low and inside. Nice job by Mendeville coming out of there. The 1-1 from Wagner stays upstairs for ball 2. Similar result, and Stone Collier is ahead in the count 3-1. The 3-1, nice job by Wagner of battling back. Full count. 3-2 pitch. That's turned on, and it is drifting foul just by about 12 inches. And that would have been an extra base hit as well. And Moranto would have jogged home from second base, but it was pulled down the left field line. The combination of the spin and the wind turned it foul, and Wagner still sits at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch catches Collier on the shoulder. So Collier has reached twice today, walked in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and now the Statesmen have runners at first and second here with 2 outs, and Cale Allen to the plate. He also had an RBI walk in the first. A couple of pitchers in the Ouachita bullpen. One looks like he's throwing off the mound, getting close. Wagner misses that one upstairs for ball 1. Upstairs as well. 2-0 the count now to Cale Allen. Came into the game with 3 hits and 16 at bats. 7-hole hitter today for Delta. The 2-0 pitch. Allen fouled that one off of his leg, and he'll walk around the apron. Turf apron and plate area here at Rab Rogers Field. Natural grass and dirt the rest of the way. The 2-1. Nice breaking ball for strike 2. When Wagner's been able to locate that breaking ball, it has been effective. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and Cale Allen is retired via the strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Statesmen in the 3rd, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Ouachita errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Delta State 2, Koska try to come on and protect that lead when we come back after this timeout.
At Ouachita, we're excited to partner with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, which offers many benefits to alumni and friends, and we want to tell you about one of those.
I'm Dylan McClain, a proud alumni, and I serve as the Vice President and Attorney at the Arkansas Baptist Foundation. The foundation proudly serves as Ouachita's planned giving partner, so if you're considering leaving a legacy gift or want to explore other charitable giving options, we'd love to guide you through that process. If you'd like to learn more about how you can invest in the next generation of Ouachita students, please contact us using the information below.
Go Tigers!
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
Koska out for the bottom of the 3rd inning as Ouachita tried to get on the board, trailing Delta State 2-0 for the Tigers. It will be 8-9-1. Reese McWilliams, Reagan Yeager, Jaron Cesar. McWilliams had a big weekend for Ouachita against East Central here at Rab Rogers Field. Friday and Saturday, really good weekend in the field at shortstop, and then he capitalized it with put the exclamation point on it with a 3-run homer. The 0-1 pitch, a high fly ball to left field. Jones goes back to the track, to the wall, gone. Reese McWilliams. We're just talking about his big home run to give Ouachita some insurance against East Central, and next time he comes to the plate, he hits another one over the left field wall. Reese McWilliams with a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting third baseman, Reagan Yeager.
Didn't even let me get it out of my mouth, but that's all right. We're not going to complain about that one. Second hit of the day is the solo shot from McWilliams, Reagan Yeager. To the plate for Ouachita. Looks at the first one. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Yeager goes the opposite way with it. Jones has a long way to run and can't make it. It's off the base of the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double for Reagan Yeager. The lefty goes oppo, and that wind had it tailing away from the left fielder. We've seen that probably 4 times today. That's the first time for Ouachita. We've seen it happen from Delta State 3 times, I believe, with the left fielder playing left field, almost left center, but then the wind just tailing, forcing that ball from the left-handed batter, tailing away from the left fielder. But for the right-handed batter, playing with it as well, and Delta State has been hurt by that a couple of times as a couple of balls that would be extra bases have gone foul. Cesar squares around to bunt with runner on third base, so perfect situation for the lefty. Cesar, the third baseman, can't crash in early and vacate the bag. Cesar has good speed, so a well-placed bunt could end up being first and third. It's a throw back, but it goes into center field, and Yeager didn't get a good read on it and is going to stay at second. Didn't want to be the first out at third base. So Delta escapes its first error of the day as Yeager stays at second. Well-placed bunt could end up first and third for the Tigers with Cesar's speed. Takes a hack at that one and fouls it to the Ouachita dugout. Ouachita head coach Luke Howard is there coming on to the screen on the left side there. Is going to call an offensive timeout and talk to Cesar. See the wind whipping and blowing the pants. Try not to belabor the point about the wind, but it is going to factor in if it already hasn't. Cesar squares around the bunt and pulls back. Fastball was inside. Cesar, 6'2", 185 pounds. Squares around again, drops it down, and Koska can't field it cleanly, and we will have runners at first and third. Ouachita puts pressure on Delta State. Yeager makes it to third. Koska caught it off of it was a hard bouncer off the chest of Koska. And we do see 2 runners on base for the Tigers. So Cade Bowman to the plate now. That'll go down as an error. On Koska, so runners at the corners. Expects, home plate umpire called time. Didn't see who he pointed to, but it was late. They called a pitch clock violation. Pitch clock violation. It's 1-0. Throw back to Cesar. He gets in without a slide, a dive. So, I didn't see the signal, but it is 1-0. Now, home plate umpire steps out to make sure Koska makes eye contact with the batter before he comes set. Bowman fouls that one straight back to the net. Throw back to Cesar. That's the second time in as many games that Cesar has been picked off. They are going to review this one. Ouachita, I believe, is going to call for a review. First base coach Talon Heine. And now we will have an official review.
Display is under video review.
So the umpires will make their way into the review booth, which is in the field house just outside the left field gate. And we will take a break and await the decision when we come back. 1-1 count to Cade Bowman. Right now, Ouachita has runners on first and third. We'll find out if they stay there. Actually, I guess technically right now, Ouachita has 2 outs, and Caesar is out at, or 1 out, and Caesar is out at first, but we'll wait and see what the review says when we come back after this timeout.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
Knight Insurance Professionals. We offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Still awaiting the umpires to emerge from the video review booth, and here they come. They use the 6-camera aware system installed here in Rab Rogers Field to go look and see. So the umpires are coming in from the Ouachita dugout where they will make the call. Not sure if they'll be on the screen or not, but we'll let you know what they say. And he is out at first base, so
The call in the field of the runner at first being out is upheld.
Call is upheld, and so that is 1 out on the board on the pickoff of Jaron Cesar. So now runner at third base only. Big swing and a miss from Bowman. Count is 1-2. One out. Yeager is at third. 1-2 pitch from Bowman. Outside, ball 2. Bowman with 10 RBI on the season, second on the team behind Joseph Bolin. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a big second out from Koska. And so Koska gives up the leadoff homer to Reese McWilliams.
Now batting first baseman, David.
Washita follows that up with a double from Reagan Yeager. An E1 has runners at the corners with nobody out. Washita looked to try to get something going. But then Koska responded with a pickoff of Cesar at first and a strikeout of Bowman. So now runners at, 2 outs. High fly ball to just short of the Delta State bullpen. The 0-1 to David Bull, a high fly ball into center field. He's going to take the center fielder back, and it's over his head, off the wall, off the batter's eye. So it is an RBI double, and Bull's going to try to make it a triple, and he's in there safely with a 2-out triple off of the center field wall. Bull put a charge in that one. Scoring Yeager. Off the bat, you could tell that center fielder Cade Greer knew he was going to have to drop the foot and turn and run backwards, and he just ran out of real estate. That ball got out to the center field wall in a hurry. If it wasn't for the batter's eye, that would have been a home run. So Washita ties the game on the RBI triple from Bull. Joseph Bolin to the plate. He is the team leader in RBI. He will try to get greedy here, and if you have one at third base, might as well try to get him in. You saw the speed of Bull. He does lead the team, and he's second on the team in stolen bases, 7 of 8, and he was thinking triple from the time he rounded first. The 1-0 pitch to Bolin is upstairs for ball 2. Nice breaking ball, kind of caught Bolin off balance there. Couple of hard hit balls, actually 3 hard hit balls in this inning for Washita. The 2-1 pitch. Bolin lets that breaking ball go, catches the zone. So 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. David Bull at third for Washita. Joseph Bolin at the plate. Grounded out to second in his first time at bat. The 2-2 pitch popped up. Fly ball into a shallow left center field, medium left center field, medium depth, and Cade Greer comes over and makes the catch. I think Tucker Jones had the same problem I did off the bat, couldn't spot it. That's the third out, but Washita does get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Statesman error and 1 Tiger left on base. We're through 3, tied at 2. Back for the 4th after this timeout on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say, Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita. Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
new pitcher for the Tigers as we start the top of the fourth inning. We turn it over to freshman righty Peyton Sterrett, 5'11", 190-pounder from Sheridan, Arkansas, getting his collegiate debut. And he comes in the fourth inning in relief of Jarrett Wagner, who went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. So Sterrett gets his first action of the season. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball for strike one. Sterrett missed the first few weeks of the season, recovering from injury illness, and I know that the Tigers are glad to have him back in the rotation, to add an arm to that staff. Expecting good things for the freshman from Sheridan. The 1-2 pitch catches the outside part of the plate for a called strike 3. Brady Hendricks didn't like that one. First strikeout of your first batter you see in college. Looking at that. 9-1 are the next batters for Delta State, Austin Estes and then Jacob Hill. Tucker Jones, if either of those two can get on base. Estes grounded out to shortstop in his first at bat. The 0-1 pitch from Sterrett, breaking ball, catches the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Good start for Sterrett. Got to imagine that the heart's pumping and trying to calm yourself down. A little elevated heart rate in your college debut. The 0-2 pitch. Mendeville set up outside on the 0-2 pitch. The 1-2 breaking ball popped up into the outfield, shallow to mid. Connor Hill tracks it down in left center and makes the catch for the second out of the inning, coming via the F7.
Now batting the shortstop, Jacob Hill.
Jacob Hill up for Delta as we go back to the top of the order. Hill singled and scored in the first inning after he stole a base and advanced to third on a throwing error. Struck out swinging in the second. Breaking ball has kind of fooled the Delta batters. He's starting it at the numbers and dropping down before it gets to the plate. There you get a good look at Jacob Hill, a senior from Byhalia. The 0-1 pitch, just too far inside to even the count at 1-1. Again, a windy day. Apologize for the wind blowing our center field camera. Not a whole lot we can do about the wind. The 1-1 pitch, pulled foul on top of the field house. The 1-2 taken for a called strike 3, and that is a great start for Sterrett. A freshman in his first appearance in college gets the Statesman, retires him in order in the fourth. 1, 2, 3, and 2 of those via the backwards K. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. It was a clean sheet in the fourth for Peyton Sterrett. Tigers will try to take the lead when we come back at the bottom of the fourth inning after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
5, 6, 7 for the Tigers as we start the bottom of the fourth inning from Rab Rogers Field. Connor Hill, Octavio Mendeville, Presley Nichols. Another action, Ouachita Athletics. The Tiger tennis team is leading Collin County Community College 3-1. See them playing just over the right field and right center field fences. That's got to be tough to play on a windy day like this. The 0-1 pitch, Connor Hill, ground ball. Nice job by Moranto, but an error on the throw, and now we keep going. Surely they're going to have some type of interference there. The throw, the tag is in time, but the umpire didn't call interference. So no interference was called.
Now batting the catcher, Octavio Mendeville.
No interference was called, and Hill tried to go to second anyway. He's talking to third base coach Bo Burson. So he reached on an E4 on the throw, then was thrown out. I guess 2, 3, 6. First out of the inning, and Octavio Mendeville to the plate for Ouachita. The umpire did not put the extended arm out with the fist to indicate interference on Cale Allen as Hill bumped into Allen as he was rounding first. And that plunks Mendeville right between the 1 and the 3. Perfect triangle between the 1, the 3, and the United States flag. They're on the back of Octavio Mendeville. You only get the interference if you advance, and so Hill, going back to that previous play, thought he was going to get interference either way. It was not called, and the throw to second, the second base bag was made. And so Hill was out, and then Mendeville gets hit by the pitch. Presley Nichols grounded out to Allen at first base as he flipped to Koska. Koska's first pitch is inside for ball 1. Throw back to Mendeville. He gets back without a dive in. The 1-0 pitch misses. Tuno misses outside, and so this would be the first walk of the day issued by Koska. But not only the day, it would be the season. He's not walked a batter yet this season. The 3-0 pitch catches the inside corner for strike 1. (3-1) pitch to Presley Nichols, the DH, batting in the 7th hole. The 3-1, low for ball 4, and that is the first walk of the day, but the first walk of the season for Nash Koska. That's not shabby at all when you pitched 4 2/3 coming into the game. So he had pitched 8 innings, 4 2/3 in his previous outings, and 3 1/3 today without walking a batter, and that is going to be the end of the line for Nash Koska as Delta State goes to the pen. We'll have a reliever when we come back. We'll tell you who the new hurler is for the Statesman when we come back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we and more will be on your side, by your side.
Reese McWilliams to the plate for Ouachita. New pitcher for Delta State, Ryan Herbison, a 6'2", 200-pound senior righty from Flowood, Mississippi, transfer from Hines. This is the second appearance for Herbison. He pitched 3 innings in his first outing. See Mendeville there at second. Presley Nichols is at first after the walk issued by Koska. Herbison's 0-1 pitch popped up in the infield. Hill stands at the grass, drifts back, and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 pitches and an out from Herbison. And to the plate for Ouachita, Reagan Yeager. Reagan Yeager doubled and scored in his last at bat. 2 on, 2 outs now. Big swing and a miss, comes up empty. Delta State head coach Rodney Batts goes from one righty to another. Wind is blowing out to left field from right. The 0-1 pitch misses. Okay, did not miss. Strike 2, and Herbison is heading the count quickly, 0-2. Trying to get Delta State out of this one. Stranding 2 Tigers. Now we have a balk. So a balk will bring Coach Batts out. Or maybe they called a pitch clock violation. No, they called a balk, but Coach Batts is asking if that should not be a pitch clock violation for the batter not being in the box. See if we can hear any of the discussion. Get a good look at the home plate umpire and Coach Batts. So they did call a balk, obviously, because the runners advanced. Coach Batts is saying if he was not in the box, should have been a strike on the batter, which would be strike 3. There you see the umpires getting together. Big spot in this one. If it is a strike on Yeager, that would end the inning. It would end the 4th, and with 2 Ouachita runners on board. It's about a lengthy of a discussion as we have seen among the umpires. Back to that tight shot, you can see their pants in. We're going to things will stay as they are. So runners at second and third after the balk. And Yeager has a chance, but there will be a loud Bronx cheer from the Delta dugout if this pitch ends up being strike three. Or if any of the next couple. That one was not. Fastball low and outside for ball one. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that does get the Statesman out of it. Ouachita gets no runs on no hits. There was one Delta State error, but he was retired on the throw down to second, and 2 Tigers left on base. We've completed 4, tied at 2. Back after this timeout. Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia, 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
On to the 5th inning. Tucker Jones, Cade Greer, Levi Lang due up for the Statesman as we start the top of the 5th. Peyton Sterrett back onto the mound for Ouachita, the freshman righty from Sheridan. On for his 2nd inning of work. Came in relief of Jarrett Wagner. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball, a one-hopper to Yeager. Throw to Bull, 5-3.
Center fielder Cade Greer.
Cade Greer to the plate for Delta, the center fielder. 0 for 2, struck out in the first. Tried to lead off the third with a bunt, but it was a nice play by Mendeville behind the plate to throw the speedy Greer out. First pitch. Strike one. Both of these teams 9-2. Not in the same region. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball catches. Must have caught the front or the back of the plate where the plate is submerged at the turf. Little lip there. I think that's what that caught. The 1-1 pitch from Sterrett. Upstairs, ball 2. Now, these teams not in the same region, but a win for either of these teams would be a big one if they continue to have success this year. The 2-1 pitch misses upstairs. National Collegiate Baseball Writers regional poll has both of these teams ranked. The collegiate national poll for the NABC has Delta ranked number 22. The 3-1 pitch, foul down the third base line. Kick save by Ashley Harris just outside the Ouachita dugout. Head athletic trainer, assistant athletic director for athletic training. Full count. The 3-2 pitch, upstairs, ball 4. Nice frame job by Mendeville, but just a bit too high And the first base runner allowed by Sterrett. Levi Lang walked and scored in the first, struck out looking in the third. He bats with one out and a runner on here in the fifth. Breaking ball, strike one. Breaking ball from Sterrett, starts upstairs, and the batter seems to give up on it, breaks down into the zone. Throwback brings Bull off the bag, but that's what you like about having a 6'4" first baseman. With that one was to the glove side, so reached out with the left arm or left hand and caught that one. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. Cade Greer at first, 8 of 9 on stolen base attempts this season. Jacob Hill's also 8 of 9, 8 of 8 for Tucker Jones. So when the top three do get on base, they like to run. Ouachita sensing that, and a couple of throws back. That was a little bit closer, a little bit more intent on that one from Sterrett. Wind picking up a little bit, you can hear. The 1-1 pitch popped out of play, 1-2. Another throwback, and that was good move from Sterrett as well. It's made the first base umpire look at it. Ouachita's already had a runner picked off today. The 1-1 breaking ball lifted over the head of Reese McWilliams into left field. Runner advances to third, and the throw will allow Lang to advance to second. Coach Luke Howard out of the dugout, frustrated with the play there, wanting that ball to go to second base to keep the double play
Second baseman Walker Miranda
in play. So Greer advances to third. Lang gets a single to left field and advances on the throw. So second and third with one out. And 1-0 count to Walker Moranto. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Moranto, a 6-foot junior from Amory, Mississippi, from Northwest Mississippi, one of several from those strong Mississippi community colleges and their baseball programs. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, catches for strike two. Five from Northwest. I see Mississippi Gulf Coast. Hines, the 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike three, so Moranto's retired for the second out. Itawamba.
Stone Collier.
Couple from Itawamba. Northeast, couple from Northeast. Mississippi Community College, North Meridian. Mississippi Delta. So strong community college program in Mississippi, and Delta has benefited from that. Peyton Sterrett, as Coach Howard calls time on the mound to talk to Sterrett. Sterrett was giving the his infield acknowledgement like he might think he was coming out, but instead I think it was just let's go get the last one, because Coach Howard does not have anybody ready in the bullpen. Sterrett has been strong. Don't know what, since this is his first outing, don't know what the pitch count might be for Sterrett. Obviously, we're not, wouldn't think we're close yet, because it wasn't like an injury had kept Sterrett out. It's just the first outing. 28 pitches for Peyton Sterrett, so nothing a pitch count thing. Coach Howard wanted to go out and make sure the freshman are ready to go, infield ready to make a play behind him if it comes to that. Stone Collier to the plate for Delta. Walked in the first, hit by a pitch in the third. First time that he has seen Peyton Sterrett. Righty on righty matchup. 2 runners in scoring position. Breaking ball, strike 1. Mendeville sets up outside. Another breaking ball. Doesn't catch the outside part of the plate. Count even at 1-1. Fastball. That's going to be a shot. It's tailing towards Hill. Does he make the play? He does. Connor Hill makes the play in left field, saving 2 runs, keeping this game tied at 2. Peyton Sterrett will wait at third base for his left fielder to thank him. And that keeps the game tied at 2. And Ouachita trying to come out and take a lead. Herbison back on the mound for the Statesman when we come back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
Big catch there from Connor Hill in left field to end the top half of the 5th inning with Delta threatening with 2 runners on in scoring position with the game tied at 2. Peyton Sterrett completed 2 innings of work. Jarrett Wagner pitched 3 innings, so a couple of good freshman arms there for the Tigers. Start the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 1, 2, 3 for the Tigers. Cesar, Bowman, and Bull. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. Cesar trying to get something going for the Tigers here in the home half of the 5th. Squared around a bunt, pulled it back, but it was a called strike. Three and 1 the count now to Cesar. Called strike 2 as Cesar held off on the 3-1 pitch, caught the lower outside part of the plate. And so now the count is full to the Ouachita center fielder, leading off things here in the home half of the 5th. Herbison gets Cesar to pop that one into center field. Well, you can see it tailing away and the wind carrying it. That ball started probably about 15 yards to the right field side of second base and drifted right to where Cade Greer was playing, almost in straightaway center field. So it had the combination of tailing away from the lefty since he got jammed, and then also the wind pushing it over there. Nice play by Cade Greer in center field. That brings up Cade Bowman for Ouachita, the second baseman. Looking for his first hit of the game. Ryan Herbison back on here in the fifth. Came on in the fourth in relief of Koska. The 0-1 pitch bounces and deflects off the glove of Collier back to the net. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Bowman check swings that one and off of the almost the handle into the Delta State bullpen. And so now Herbison is ahead in the count 1-2 to the two-hole hitter for Ouachita, Cade Bowman. Breaking ball, got on top of that one, turned it over and fouled it down the third base line. No broadcast tomorrow or Thursday on OSDN, but Friday and Saturday we'll have GAC softball action as Ouachita hosts Harding. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. That's the second out of the inning. Second strikeout of the day for Bowman. Now Bull to the plate. Bull tripled in the third inning. It was a two-out triple. Scoring Reagan Yeager. That was to dead center field. That is shallow. Greer comes on, and he's not going to be able to make the catch. So David Bull goes about 390 on his previous at-bat. Gets on base. Takes about 110 off of that. He gets on base the same way. Not nearly as hard hit, but Bull, he's going to take it no matter what. He is 3 for 3 today with a single just over the pitcher's head. Now it's a single to the pitcher, and then a triple, and now a single to shallow center field. Brings up Joseph Bolin. He's also, like Bowman, he's looking for his first hit. Bowman and Bolin, two of the most productive batters in this Ouachita lineup this season. Bowman batting .382 coming into today. Bolin at .324, second and fourth respectively. Throwback to Bull. Mentioned Bull, 6'4", 215, the first baseman. But he is 7 of 8 on stolen bases coming into today's game. He was the team leader until Cesar is now 8 for 8. He stole several bases last weekend. The Tigers stole around 15 bases against East Central over the weekend. I think it was 9 in one game. Another throwback to Bull. It's a good throw. It just wasn't quite far enough. I think if Allen would have been able to let that one travel without it bouncing, it would have been a closer play to get Bull. Breaking ball, nice take by Bolin. That one started on the outer part of the plate and broke away. So Bolin ahead in the count 2-1. The senior from El Dorado, Arkansas. Getting the start in right field today. Caught all 3 games this past weekend. The 2-1 pitch, high for ball 3. Herbison frustrated with himself. Obviously a midweek game, but you look at this pitching staff for Delta State. Adrian Bird stands out. 3-1 pitch to Bolin. Ground ball through the left side. The shortstop was playing up the middle. And so it is a single. It's back-to-back singles for Ouachita. Joseph Bolin gets it to Connor Hill. First and second, 2 outs. Look at Adrian Bird's numbers for Delta State. 3 appearances, all starts. 20 innings of work, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, has struck out 26 batters and walked 4. He's 2-0 with a 1.8 ERA, and opponents are batting 143 off Adrian Bird, senior lefty from Wiggins, Mississippi, transfer from Louisiana Monroe, a weekend starter for Delta State. Obviously not pitching today. Cole Bedwell pinch hitting for Ouachita. So Bedwell looking to get something going for Ouachita, pinch hitting for Connor Hill. The 1-0 way outside. Bedwell, the 6', 215-pound senior from Southlake, Texas. Started at DH Saturday, second game, the 2-0 pitch. Ooh. Catches the inside part of the plate for strike one. Bedwell thought it was just a touch inside. But I think Delta probably thought that first pitch, breaking ball, was a strike also. I couldn't argue with that much. So 2-1 the count now to Bedwell. Low for ball 3. Catcher Stone Collier tried to frame it and bring it up. Didn't get it, and so now Bedwell ahead in the count 3-1. Outside part of the plate for strike 2. So full count now. The runners will be going. David Bull at second, Joseph Bolin at first. They'll be off with the pitch. Bedwell try to extend it to the next guy. Give Ouachita a lead here with a base hit. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled out of play, and we'll do it again. You get a good look at Bedwell in the box. Stone Collier behind the plate. Coach Dave Brown there in the Ouachita dugout. The payoff. Foul down the third base line. Bedwell stays alive. Third time for a full count pitch with 2 outs. Runners will be on the move. The 3-2. Well, we'll go to a fourth as Bedwell fouls that one down the third base line. Good battle here between Bedwell and Herbison. Herbison 1-3 innings pitch, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Big pitch in the middle innings here. Misses just outside. Herbison wanted it. Cade Greer in center field wanted it. Greer still asking. 3 players have the best angle of the plate. That's catcher, pitcher, and center field. Couldn't see Collier's reaction, although I think he probably wanted that one as well. One of the fans in front of us disagrees. Bases loaded. Mendeville to the plate for Ouachita. Breaking ball gets past, but not enough. Not far enough for Bull to advance. Collier did a nice job of finding it after it got past him, but didn't get out of the dirt/turf. Time will be called by Delta State pitching coach, like Andy Rinkner. Head coach is Rodney Batts. Assistant coach for pitchers, Andy Rinker. Assistant coach for hitters is Luke Stanley. 3 graduate assistants on the Delta staff: Parker Kaufman, Christian Clayson, and Jaden Kinkopf. Home plate umpire breaks up the visit, and we are about ready for action. There you get a look at Bull on third with third base coach Bo Burson. First base coach Talon Heine was in the background. There is action in the Delta bullpen as head coach Rodney Batts getting the walkie-talkie down there and finding out the status. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. Try to get you a number of who is in that Delta State bullpen. The 2-0 pitch misses outside for ball 3. Looks like it could be Lucas Winburn. Is one of the pitchers throwing. They do have 2. I'm blocked by the indoor practice facility, the hitting facility. The 3-0 pitch. Taken for a called strike 1. 2 righties warming up for Delta State. Ouachita has some bodies in the bullpen just warming up with the football. The 3-1. A delayed strike call. And the count is full. Octavio Mendeville kind of waited a little bit, and then he flipped the bat, and then the strike call came. And so now, big pitch. Herbison trying to battle back. Bases loaded, they'll be off. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Herbison strands the bases loaded full of Tigers. So for Ouachita, no runs on 2 hits, no statesman errors, 3 runners left on base. We go to the 6th, tied at 2, back after this timeout. Take a look at the Java Primo game recap. Delta State, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. Ouachita, 2 runs on 6 hits, 1 error as we start the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to Mendeville at second. And Peyton Sterrett retires Cale Allen on the first pitch. Brady Hendricks to the plate for Delta, 0 for 2, struck out swinging. In the first, struck out looking in the 4th. Hendricks came in today batting .200 on the season, bats from the left side. The 1-0 pitch from Sterrett misses high and outside for ball 2. Swing and a miss at the fastball from Sterrett, the freshman, in his first action today as a Ouachita Tiger. 2-1 pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Pitching coach Dave Brown, head coach Luke Howard, high on this former Sheridan Yellow Jacket. The 2-2 pitch. Tried to get that one by. A little more velocity on it, and the count is full. Three-two misses for ball 4, so Brady Hendricks reaches base for the first time today. Go to the 9-hole hitter, Austin Estes. Oh for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. The wind really blowing across from right field to left field now. Two-oh. Time is called, and pitching coach Dave Brown will make the walk out to the mound. Coach Howard signaling down to the bullpen to trying to get someone going. Looks like it's possibly Kendall Cassidy in the pen for the Tigers. You get a good look at Brady Hendricks on first base, David Bull there for the Tigers. Coach Brown behind Bolin gives Sterrett a tap on the chest of encouragement. There's a lefty in the Tiger bullpen. Just to mention, I believe that's Cassidy. Can't see the number just by the throwing motion. And looks like Cassidy. The 2-0 pitch from Sterrett, fouled out of play. Excuse me, strike 1. Ouachita will be on the road this weekend. Step back into GAC play at Jerry Moore Field in Searcy. Faced Harding in a 3-game set. 2-1 pitch, fouled. It's in foul territory, but Bull is going to have room, and he makes the play in foul territory for the first out of the inning. Decent amount of foul territory here at Rab Rogers Field.
Shortstop, Jacob Hill.
About 30 feet from home plate down to shallow outfield, and then the bullpens are cut into foul territory down the lines. So not as much foul territory down the medium depth to the fence down the lines. Only probably 6 feet, if that, maybe 3 or 4 feet before you get to the warning track from the foul line. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball started low and broke into the dirt. Nice take by Jacob Hill, the leadoff hitter in this Delta State lineup. Singled and scored in the first. Struck out swinging in the second, looking in the fourth, 1 for 3. Nice block by Bolin to keep Brady Hendricks at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Good midweek game for these two teams. Delta State, the power in the GSC for the last few decades. The 2-1 pitch fouled out of play off of the field house. These two teams met each other in 2008 in the regional that was held at Boo Ferris Field. Ouachita won that regional, ended up going on to its only College World Series appearance. That was in 2008. The 2-2 pitch ripped right at Yeager, came out of his glove, but he's going to try to make a strong throw across the diamond, and it short hops Bull off of the wall, and so the runners will be able to advance. So Yeager had that line drive pop out of his glove. That would have been the third out of the inning. That does go down as an error, so Hill reaches on the E5. And advances to second. Or advance on the same error. Hendricks now at third. So now Sterrett trying to keep Delta State from taking the lead. Has 2 outs here in the sixth. 2 runners in scoring position for Tucker Jones. 0 for 3. Flew out to left field, popped up to second base, and grounded out to third. The 1-0 pitch popped up. Bull will give chase, but he'll stop as that one was well out of play. Lands behind the Delta State dugout. So it was an error. Let's see if it was a costly one or not. Can Tucker Jones make it hurt here, or will Sterrett be able to navigate his way around it? The 1-1 pitch, fouled out of play, 1-2. He's had the breaking ball working. Does he go here? Does he go up top? The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, ground ball to McWilliams, and it takes a hop over his head. 1 run will score. He got the ground ball he wanted. The throw in is going to allow another run to score as it bounced off of the chest protector of Joseph Bolin. The throw brought him up the line, and it bounced off of the shoulder or chest protector for Bolin. And so there's a base hit for Tucker Jones. Hendricks scored on that. They weren't going to send Hill, but he did score on the error to make it 4-2. And that's going to be it for Sterrett. Coach Luke Howard going out to take Sterrett. And that's an unfortunate end to a good day, a good debut for the freshman Sterrett, as he had a chance to be out of this inning twice, giving up no runs. The line drive popped out of the glove of Yeager at third base, and then he got the ground ball he wanted, but it took a bad hop and caught something in the infield grass or the dirt and bounced over the head of McWilliams. So, new pitcher for the Tigers. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Kendall Cassidy will take the mound for Ouachita when we come back after this timeout. Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
There you get a good look at Kendall Cassidy. The graphics wanted you to get your magnifying glass out to see about him, but now they're behaving. Kendall Cassidy, the left-handed pitcher, junior from Burleson, Texas. Cassidy has 2 appearances. His first one was not great. He only had a third inning of work, but last week in a midweek against Harding, Cassidy went 4 1/3 innings and really settled down, and that's what the coaches were needing and expecting from Cassidy when he was on the mound. And so he inherits a runner at second base with 2 outs, and Delta State having taken a 4-2 lead on a couple of fortunate bounces for the Statesmen and unfortunate for the Tigers to break this 2-2 tie in the 6th. Cassidy facing Cade Greer, the 3-hole batter in the lineup. Struck out in the first, bunted, was out on a bunt attempt, 2-3 in the third, and then walked and was stranded in the 5th. The 1-0 pitch. A little bit different velocity from Sterrett to Cassidy. Obviously a right-handed difference and a difference in seeing it from a righty and a lefty. The 1-1 pitch from Cassidy. Misses just outside for ball 2. Breaking ball misses low for ball 3. Pitch, fouled out of play, full count. Ouachita softball in Texarkana today, playing Texas A&M Texarkana. Ouachita lost the first game, leading 1-0 here in game 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Full count, the 3-2 pitch coming. Misses outside for ball 4, and so Greer reaches on a walk.
Designated hitter Levi Lang.
Levi Lang to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk. That's a shot into right center field. That's going to score Tucker Jones from second base. Miscommunication between McWilliams and Mendeville. Allow Lang to advance to second base. It's an RBI single from Lang, scoring Jones. And it's 5-2 Delta State. The Statesmen have 3 here in the top of the 6th, all with 2 outs. Walker Moranto to the plate for Delta State. The 1-0 pitch misses low for ball 2. These are going to be unearned runs against the Ouachita pitching staff, as there been a fielding error, a throwing error, and that misplay right there allowed Lang to reach second base. I believe 3 errors in the inning on the Tiger defense that had been really, really solid to this point. The 2-1 pitch misses outside. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Actually a foul tip back to the screen. And the count is full, 3-2. Three-two pitch outside, ball 4, and Moranto walks.
How about the catcher, number 20, Stone Collier?
Stone Collier to the plate, really has a chance to bust this one open. as all of these runs will come with 2 outs. Ouachita had a chance to get out of the inning and did not. And Delta State has extended it to the next guy several times and gotten 3 runs since that error. Stone Collier lets that breaking ball go by. Top of the 6th of this one. The middle innings getting late, especially if you're down 5-2. It could get even later, quicker with a base hit here. The 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2. Plenty of action in the Ouachita bullpen. One pitcher getting ready to start throwing on the mound, another loosening. 2-0 pitch. Cassidy needed that one, taken for a called strike 1. If Ouachita could get out of this inning with only trailing by 3, oh, that's a deep shot, but it's foul. Left of the Ouachita bullpen, and the count is 2-2 now to Collier. Wasn't as deep as I thought it was off the bat. It still would have been close to getting out of here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lefty on righty matchup. Cassidy, 3-2. That's a shot into left field. 1 run's going to score. They're going to wave the other run around. It is cut off by Yeager, and the throw is not in time. And it is a 2 RBI single from Stone Collier. And the inning has become a big one for the Statesmen with that 2-out base hit. Moranto is at second, so Collier with a 2-out, 2 RBI single. Kind of blown this one open, a 5 spot here in the 6th so far. Swing and a miss from Cale Allen as he led off the inning. They batted around. Allen led off the inning with a ground ball to Mendeville at second. Hendricks walked. Austin Estes popped out to Bull for the 2nd out of the inning, and the Tigers looked to be cruising, but then as Jacob Hill came up to the plate, there was an error, and then the merry-go-round started for the Statesmen. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Cassidy desperately needs this one, as Moranto at second would be off on contact and then most likely be sent home on a base hit. The 1-2 misses outside for ball 2. The 1-2 tapped down the line. Correction, it was 2-2. So Cale Allen standing in the box. You had a good look at him. The 2-2 pitch from Cassidy. Ground ball to McWilliams. Nice play across to Bull, and Allen is retired on the 6-3 put out, but not before Delta State puts 5 on the board to break open this 2-2 tie. It's the first time they've scored since the 2nd. The Statesmen take a 5-run lead. Ouachita try to respond in the 6th after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia, called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
New arm for the Statesman. It'll be Gavin McCoy, the 6'3", 215-pound junior from Saltillo, Mississippi, Northwest Mississippi Community College. On the season, this is the 5th appearance for McCoy. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He's walked 3 and struck out 4. Opponents batting .417 against the junior righty, Gavin McCoy. It'll be 7, 8, 9 for Ouachita. Presley Nichols, Reese McWilliams, Reagan Yeager. The Java Primo line score reads Delta State 7 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. Ouachita 2 runs on 6 hits, 4 errors in the field for Ouachita. And as Nichols, first pitch swinging, that one is opposite field, but it is tailing away. The slice from the lefty Nichols and look like a boomerang. Well, not a boomerang, just look like a bad slice in golf. Only because that wind pushed it. That looked like off the bat. It could have gotten to the left center field gap, but the wind pushed it almost to exactly where Tucker Jones was standing. And you combine the lefty spin, tailing away anyway. Reese McWilliams to the plate. Squares around a bunt. Called strike 1. McWilliams had a solo home run in the 3rd. Popped out to the shortstop in the 4th. Swing and a miss. And quickly, McCoy is ahead in the count 0-2 and already has 1 out. And he's thrown 3 pitches. Nice take by McWilliams. Delta State 8-1 away from Cleveland. Ouachita 8-0 here at Rab Rogers Field. The 1-2 misses. They appeal down to first and say he did check his swing. Swing and a miss at the high heater. And so McWilliams is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. Reagan Yeager comes to the plate, the 3rd baseman. 1 for 2. Doubled and scored in the 3rd. Struck out to end the 4th. He'll try to get a 2-out rally going for Ouachita. Delta State's 5 runs in the top of the 6th inning all came with 2 outs. McCoy's 1-0, high and outside. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Comes up empty on the 2-1 pitch, so 2-2. To Yeager, with Hendricks playing in on the right at the grass. Full count. Nice take by Yeager. 2-out walk to get it back to the top of the order to Cesar.
Now batting center fielder, Jared Cesar.
Cesar watches the first pitch go across low. Throw back to check on Yeager. Cesar fouls that one back to the net. The 1-1 misses high. The 2-1 from McCoy. Upstairs, 3-1. Wind picks up significantly even up here in our booth. Probably heard it through your microphone. Blowing in from the west, from right field to left field. There you see Yeager at first. First base coach Talon Heine there with the stopwatch. Cale Allen for Delta State. Misses low, so it's two straight 2-out walks issued by McCoy.
Now batting right fielder, Cade Bowman.
Cade Bowman trying to get on base for the first time today. Bowman came into the game batting .382. We're going to have a mound visit from Delta State assistant coach Andy Rinker. We'll remind you that our next broadcast will be Thursday night. I think I said no broadcast Thursday, but that was of baseball or softball. Thursday night here on OSDN, the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, the final home basketball games of the 2025-26 season as Ouachita hosts Southern Arkansas. The men have already clinched a spot in the Great American Conference Tournament. Right now at second place, most likely will end up getting the second seed in that tournament. Oklahoma Baptist wrapped up the first seed last weekend. Harding in third, Southern Nazarene in fourth. Ouachita women still looking for one of those spots, 9-11, trying to finish 500 in the conference with a home game Thursday against Southern Arkansas and on the road Saturday at Arkansas Monticello. It'll be senior night. That'll be between games. The broadcast will start around 5 or 5:10 on Thursday with the women's game here on OSDN.live. We hope you'll join us. It's been a fun basketball season. As we wrap things up from Bill Vining Arena, that ball is going to get through the left side. They're going to hold the runner up at third. The ball was nicely played in left field by Tucker Jones. Bowman got on top of that one, but found the hole on the left side. So Delta State did it with two. Ouachita trying to do it with two as well. This is where Ouachita was in the previous half inning with 2 outs and runners on when an error allowed Delta State to score. They ended up scoring 4 more. Ouachita trying to do the same. McCoy would love for his defense to help him out if Bull puts that one in play, and he does. That's going to be a foul ball. There is room, and Cale Allen makes the catch for the third out of the inning, and Ouachita strands 3 for the second inning in a row. No runs for Ouachita on 2 hits. No Delta errors. 3 more runners left on base. We're at the end of 6. Delta 7, Ouachita 2. Back after this timeout.
Berry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Right fielder, Austin Estes.
Brady Hendricks led off with a single through the right side here in the top of the 7th inning. Now Austin Estes in the 9-hole with a 1-1 count. Kendall Cassidy still on the mound for Tigers. McWilliams to Mendeville. To Bowman. No, it is Mendeville. We did have some defensive substitutions in the inning. So Bolin is behind the plate. Mendeville at second. Looks like Bowman in right field. So 6-4-3 double play for the second out, first 2 outs of the inning. To the top of the order and Jacob Hill. So Mendeville from catcher to second. Bolin from right field to behind the plate. We almost had a 6-5-3 if it had not popped out of the glove of McWilliams. Tried to play that on a one hop and put his glove at it, flipped it up in the air to Reagan Yeager. So Bowman is in right field to finish our defensive switches. Cade Bowman is in right field. So it goes down as a hit for Jacob Hill. McWilliams had a hot shot to him, got a glove on it, but didn't stay in the glove. So now Tucker Jones at the plate, the throw back over to first. And Hill dives in safely. The 1-0 popped up. Shallow right center field, tailing. Mendeville has to play the wind, goes down to a knee and makes the catch. Mendeville from catcher to second. First time he's had to deal with the wind, but he does it nicely on the P4 for the third out of the inning. So in the seventh inning for the Statesmen, no runs on one hit, no Washita errors, one runner left on base. It's stretch time at Rab Rogers Field at the sixth inning, where Delta got 7 after Washita got 2 outs, looming large. The Tigers will try to cut into that after we come back after this break on the Washita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Joseph Bolin will lead things off for the Tigers in the bottom of the seventh. Tigers need to get something going and get something going quickly. It's getting late here at Rab Rogers Field. Gavin McCoy on for Delta State. Back out for the seventh inning. The 1-1 pitch fouled right back in our direction. That's when you're glad the net's there. 1-2 the count to the Washita senior, now behind the plate. Bolin is caught looking for the first out of the seventh inning. Bring up Cole Bedwell. A lot of non-conference action going on around the Great American Conference today. As Bedwell comes to the plate, they're done in Bethany. It's a non-conference game, but Southwestern Oklahoma State defeated Southern Nazarene 28-14 in 7 innings. They appealed down to first, did not go. Bedwell successfully checked his swing. If it's this windy here, there's no telling what it was like in Oklahoma. 42 runs between the Bulldogs and the Crimson Storm. The 1-1 pitch popped up in the infield. Second baseman Walker Morento calls off Allen, and Bedwell is retired on the pop-up to second base. Southern Arkansas defeated Mississippi College 9-4 in Clinton. Mississippi College led by former Tiger third baseman and former Tiger head coach Jeremy Hayworth. We'll try to get some stats on some of these other games. Octavio Mendeville to the plate. Fastball low for ball one. Another GAC-GSC matchup is Arkansas Monticello in Memphis to face Christian Brothers at 2 o'clock today. The 1-0 pitch catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Henderson State is in Fort Smith playing UA Fort Smith in the in-region non-conference game. Mendeville takes the 1-1 pitch for a called strike two. Oklahoma Baptist playing Northeastern State. That's in Tahlequah. As the umpire takes time to tell the Ouachita dugout to quit talking about balls and strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Did he check his swing? He did. I think he heard about it after the strike two call to Mendeville that looked to be a little bit low or out, or both. The 2-2 pitch to Mendeville. It's a shot into right center field, but it's going to tail towards the right fielder, Austin Estes, for the third out of the inning on the F9. So no runs, no hits, no errors. The Tigers go in order in the home half of the 7th. We go to the 8th. Delta State try to add to a 5-run lead after this timeout.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Kendall Cassidy back on the mound for Ouachita as we start the 8th inning. Delta State got 5 runs in the 6th inning to break a 2-2 tie, and all those came with 2 outs, and that's where we stand as the Statesmen. I had the wrong side of the scorebook. Statesman, that makes more sense. Statesman will bring 3-4-5 to the plate. Cade Greer, Levi Lang, Walter Morento.
Back to the Statesman center fielder, Cade Greer.
Told you about some of those games. We'll try to bring you some of those midweek non-conference scores from today around the Great American Conference. Breaking ball from Cassidy breaks across the plate for strike one. The 0-1 pitch misses outside. Cassidy's 1-1 misses low to Greer. Greer struck out in the first. Tried to bunt for a base hit in the third. Was thrown out by Octavio Dotel, who was behind the plate. Walton was stranded in the fifth. And then Walton scored in the sixth. Ground ball to Yeager. Strong throw over to Bull for the 5-3 putout. And bring up Levi Lang. 2 for 3 with the walk. Walked and scored in the first, struck out looking in the third. Singled and was stranded in the fifth, and then singled and scored in the sixth. Fouls that one to the Ouachita dugout. See the jersey still whipping in the wind. That breaking ball stays outside. 1-1 the count. Base hit into center field for Levi Lang, his third single in a row. Second consecutive to center field. Lang came into the game batting .395. 3 for 4 today, so that average will go up. Is at .413 before that at bat, and it'll creep up a few more points. Moranto was fooled by that one from Cassidy. 62 degrees, feels like 60 here at Rab Rogers Field. The 0-1 pitch, low for ball one, 14-mile-an-hour winds. Low tonight is going to be around 50 degrees. The 1-1 pitch, foul down the left field line. It'll be nice and warm for the next 4 days. 74 tomorrow, then mid to upper 70s Thursday and Friday. 81 degrees on Saturday and sunny. That is a spring sports coach's dream to see no rain in the forecast. Cassidy, I don't know if you saw it there or not, when he was going back to get the ball from Bull, he had to shield his eyes from the sun that's setting just directly on the other side of Bull from pitcher's mound and third base. The 1-2 pitch. Cassidy was covering his eyes with his left hand and asking Bull to throw the ball down low so he wasn't into the sun and risk getting away, to allow Lang to advance to second. The 2-2 pitch. A bleeder into shallow right field, and that's going to, wow, oh, almost a fantastic catch from Octavio Mendival. Almost had a diving attempt at it, but when he landed, it popped out of his glove. Would have been a double play as Lang was already at second base. So a single from Moranto. Not sure if we had a good shot of it or not, but that was a great attempt by Mendival. Might have gotten out of your screen. Pinch runner for Delta State. Looks like it'll be Cooper Walls, 5'10" redshirt freshman from McCalla, Alabama, McAdory High School, and that's probably going to be the end of the line for Kendall Cassidy, and it is. Pitching change for the Tigers. And we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Talk to me, girl.
New pitcher for the Tigers is Austin Ford, 6'4", 225-pound senior from Cypress, Texas. Product of Cypress Woods, transfer from McLennan Community College. This is the third appearance for Ford. His other two appearances came in midweek starts where he played the role of the opener, pitching an inning. Now he comes in the top of the eighth inning with runners at the corners for Delta State and one out. Fastball misses. Stone Collier to the plate for Delta. Walton was stranded in the first, hit by a pitch and stranded in the third, lined out to left field to end the fifth, and singled and was stranded in the sixth. A 2 RBI single in the sixth. And it gave Delta the last 2 runs of that 5-run sixth inning. One count to Collier from Austin Ford. Another throwback to the pinch runner at first base, Cooper Walls. One pitch misses. So Moranto is at second base. We'll see if Walls comes in and plays second base, or they bring another sub in. The 2-1 pitch, tap down the third base line and foul. Runner from first breaks. Ground ball to McWilliams. A backhand. Has to make a strong throw across the diamond. Nice scoop by Bull. Nice backhanded play and a strong throw across. Nice play at first. So nice defense all around for the Tigers. 6-3 is the putout. It does get the run home. Levi Lang scores. Walls advances to second. So now a pinch hitter for Delta State, Bo Rock. 6'1", 215-pound senior from Amory, Mississippi. Fouls that one off of the mask of Joseph Bolin. Strike two from Austin Ford. Rock batting for Allen in the 7-hole. Nice block by Bolin of the 0-2 pitch. One, two, catches the outside corner for strike three. So Austin Ford comes in, gets a ground ball and a strikeout. Delta State is able to add another one to the board. So 1 run on 2 hits, no Ouachita errors, 1 Statesman left on base. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Tigers got work to do now. 6 runs down with 6 outs left. We'll come back for that 8th inning after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. New pitcher for Delta State is Eli Akins, a 6'6", 225-pound redshirt junior from Ripley, Mississippi. Previous played at Itawamba. Presley Nichols, it'll be 7, 8, 9 for Ouachita. Presley Nichols, Reese McWilliams, and Reagan Yeager scheduled to bat. For Akins, this is his 2nd appearance. He's pitched 2 innings, given up 1 hit, struck out 2. So limited action for the big 6'6" righty for Delta State. Presley Nichols ahead in the count 2-0. Looking for his first hit. He has reached base one time, 0 for 2 with a walk. The 2-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Two 1 catches the zone for strike 2. The difference of this game, if you're just joining us, was the 6th inning. Delta State scored 5 with 2 outs. The 2-2 breaking ball misses low and inside. Ouachita got good work from 2 freshmen, Jarrett Wagner, Peyton Sterrett. A 3-2 pitch to Nichols. Line drive, but foul into the Delta State bullpen where there is a Statesman reliever warming up. Looks like it could be Alex McHale. Full count, nobody out. Leadoff man here in the bottom of the 8th. Ball 4, leadoff walk Nichols draws his second walk of the day. And Reese McWilliams to the plate. Called strike one of the fastball. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Shadows beginning to get longer. The 0-1 pitch misses low. It's the time of the day when line drives to the left side of the field are tough, especially left field and third base. Saw Kendall Cassidy shielding his eyes on a throwback to the pitcher from first base on a pickoff attempt in the previous half inning. The 1-1 popped up in the infield. That is Walls, who stayed in the game and played second base after he pinch ran for Morento.
Now back to third baseman, Reagan Yeager.
So Walls corrals the pop-up from McWilliams, and Reagan Yeager to the plate for Ouachita. The 9-hole hitter, 1 for 2 with a walk, doubled and scored in the third. Nice pitch to get ahead in the count by Akins. Swing and a miss. And Akins is ahead in the count, 0-2. Tapper to first base. It's about as easy it can be as it can be for the new first baseman of the game, Bo Rock, who came on to pinch hit for Allen. Soft one hopper. So Cesar to the plate as Yeager retired on the 3 unassisted. Nichols advances to second. Cesar to the plate. Swing and a miss. Cesar looking for his first hit. Popped up. Shallow left center field. Center fielder comes over, makes the catch, and that retires the Tigers in the 8th inning. So no runs on no hits, no statesman errors, 1 Tiger left on base. We go to the 9th. Tigers trail by 6. Austin Ford back when we come back after this timeout.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
Congratulations to the Ouachita softball team for winning Game 2 of their non-conference doubleheader at Texas A&M Texarkana today. Shutout win 1-0 in Game 2. Texas A&M Texarkana won Game 1 3-1, so it's a split for Ouachita softball. They'll be home this weekend at Pete Langston Field for a 3-game GAC set against Harding Friday evening at 5 o'clock. His first pitch for Game 1, and then a Saturday doubleheader beginning at noon. There you take a look at the Java Primo game recap. 8 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for Delta State, 2 runs on 7 hits with 4 errors for Ouachita. That 6th inning sure has a big asterisk on it for Delta State, as they got 5 runs with 2 outs thanks to Ouachita errors in the inning. Sometimes all it takes is 1, and that was the 1 inning that it took for Delta State. Did add 1 in the 8th inning. You look out at the line score, that top of the 6th is what is the difference in this game. Austin Ford back out for the 9th inning. He faced Brady Hendricks. Looks like we have a pinch hitter on deck for Delta State. That'll be Jacob Palazzo. Palazzo, a junior from Gulfport, Mississippi. Hendricks 1 for 3 with a walk. 1-2 pitch is outside for ball 2. Five o'clock local time, and 3-hour game so far. The count runs full on the leadoff batter here in the top of the 9th, Brady Hendricks. Shot into center field. Caesar gives chase and makes the catch in the left center field for the fly out. Record the first out of the inning on the F8. Pinch hitter for Delta State, as we mentioned, Jacob Palazzo, a 6', 205-pound junior from Gulfport, Mississippi. This will be the 7th at-bat for Palazzo on the season. Has 2 hits in those 6 at-bats. 2 RBI. Has walked once. 2 for 6 on the season. 5th game that Palazzo has played. Austin Ford gets the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Unless the Tigers come back with 6 or more in the bottom of the 9th, this game would go to the Statesman. But if you look at the big picture, especially on pitching, you look at a couple of good outings for Ouachita. There's a called strike 2 on the breaking ball. The freshman Peyton Sterrett got his first action today. Really good job. Unfortunately, I think he might end up being tagged with the loss, but as that foul ball is out of play, he might probably end up getting tagged with the loss unless this one changes. But good 3 innings of work. Jarrett Wagner gave another good inning, 3 innings of work. In his 3rd appearance after settling down, he walked a couple of runs in the first inning, but then settled down nicely. It was just the defense for the Tigers that has been solid to this point. Had a couple of mistakes in big opportunities. I know Coach Howard's not going to be pleased with a couple of those in particular. The 1-2 pitch popped up. That's going to be in foul territory. Yeager camps out under it and makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Coach Howard was not pleased with a couple of the throwing decisions in from the outfield, and there are a couple of misplays.
Pitch hitting for the States.
You can't have those definitely against good teams, and Delta State is definitely one of those good teams, ranked number 22 in the nation, and the Baseball Coaches Association Division II poll. Pinch hitting for Delta State now. Landon Holloman, 5'10", 170-pound junior from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. He's going to take time and adjust his shin guard. 2-0 the count from Austin Ford. Also positive for the Tigers so far has been Austin Ford, seeing 2 innings of work out of him if he can get out of this 9th. 2-1 the count now, and a big swing and a miss from Holloman. Holloman only 7 at-bats coming into the season, 2 hits on those 7 at-bats. This is the 3rd game that Holloman's seen action. The 2-1, can't catch up with it, swing and a miss. So later in the season, the Ouachita pitching staff is going to need Wagner, Sterrett, and Ford to provide some good innings. And they've done that today. The 2-2 pitch is just upstairs. Mendeville at second base thought they had it. The 3-2 pitch, a high fly ball to deep left field. Bedwell goes back, measures it, and makes the catch on the track for the third out of the inning. Nice job by Bedwell in left field of fending off the wind and searching for the wall, not ever getting to it. And that is the final out of the ninth inning. 1-2-3 go the Statesmen. Good work by Austin Ford in the ninth. New pitcher for Delta State when we come back. Hayden Dodson will try to close it out for Delta when we come back after this timeout for the bottom of the ninth.
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
Another new pitcher for Delta State. Mentioned Hayden Dodson, 5'9", 180-pound junior righty from New Hope, Mississippi. Transfer from East Central Community College. This is the third appearance of the season for Dodson. He's pitched 3 complete innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He'll face the 2, 3, 4 hitters who are scheduled to hit: Cade Bowman, David Bull, Joseph Bolin. Two and 0 the count. Three and 0 to the leadoff batter, Bowman. Tigers got 2 runs in the third, the third inning. As he bounces back with a strike on the 3-0 pitch. A leadoff homer from Reese McWilliams in the bottom of the third, and then Reagan Yeager doubled on the next at bat. He was driven home by Bull. It's a leadoff walk to Bowman. And David Bull to the plate for Ouachita. 3 hits on the day. Could make this thing interesting and cut the lead to 4 with 1 swing of the bat, and then you got a fighting chance. Dodson does a nice job of settling down and finding the zone for strike 1. 3 for 4 on the day for Bull, batting .340 on the season now. Outside, ball 1. Breaking ball from Dodson catches the zone. That's a nice curveball. Started about belt high and broke. So Bull will have to protect with 2. See him toes on the chalk. Throw back to first base. Catcher was set up outside. See if they try to waste something. The right fielder for Delta State, Palazzo, is playing closer to the line than normal. The 1-2 pitch outside, breaking ball in the dirt. Nice stop back there by Collier. A lot of room in right center if they try to go outside with the pitch and don't go far enough. Swing and a miss. Came back with the heat inside. Bull is retired via the strikeout for the first time today. First out of the inning.
Now back to the catcher, Joseph Boland.
So Boland to the plate. 1 for 4 today. And off speed stays upstairs. Time is called. Nice pitch, catches the zone. Strike one on Boland. Throw back to Bowman. High fly ball to deep left field, and that's not going to hold it. It's a 2-run homer from Joseph Boland. The Tigers still have life. Boland jumps on that one. Fourth home run of the year. 14 RBIs now from the senior from El Dorado. Second homer of the day for the Tigers. So now, let's get it to the next guy with one out. Get a few guys on base, see what happens. Cole Bedwell, pinch hit for Connor Hill in the 5th and came into left field. He bats with one out here in the bottom of the 9th. Tigers need a couple of base runners, and then they can kind of get the energy back in the dugout and put some pressure on Delta. As of right now, not a whole lot still with bases empty and a 4-run lead and one out here in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-1 to Bedwell misses for ball 2. They do have a pitcher in the bullpen that has loosened up the arm with the bands and the devices and taken the pullover off. That's a nice fastball from Dodson for strike 2. Looks like it's Alex McHale that is going to start throwing pretty quickly for the Statesman. Don't want anything to get away from them here, up 4 with one out in the 9th. The 2-2 pitch misses outside. Center fielder Cade Greer wanted that one, so did the pitcher. So now the count is full to Bedwell. That one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 3.
Now batting second baseman, Octavio Mendeville.
So Mendeville up for the Tigers, down to their final out. Trailing by 4. Need 3 base runners to have a chance. Boland gave him a chance to try to hop back in it with that 2-run homer 2 batters ago. But Dodson responds with the strikeout looking. Bedwell, the 1-0 pitch to Mendeville, taken for a called strike 1. One, 2 now on that fastball on the outside part of the plate. Strike 2. Dodson trying to finish it up. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball right back to Dodson. Fields it on a hop, flips over to Rock at first base, and that is the ball game as Mendeville retired on the 1-3 put out. So the Tigers drop a game here at Rab Rogers Field for the first time this season, moved to 8-1 at home, 9-3 overall. Delta State moves to 9-1 on the road, 10-2 overall. Let's take a look at the Chicken Express game recap for the Delta State Statesmen. 8 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors, 4 runs on 8 for Ouachita, 4 runs on 8 hits, 4 errors for the Tigers. And that is 6th inning where Tigers had multiple errors with 2 outs, made the difference in today's game. That'll wrap things up. We thank you for tuning in to this presentation of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. Thanks to our student crew who helped out today. Cameron Boyd, Gavin Wallace, Nate Hollis, Josiah Wooten, Madeline Colzer, as we bring you Ouachita Sports. And they're here in Arkadelphia. Your final score, Delta State 8, Ouachita 4. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Back on the air Thursday night with senior night for Tiger basketball beginning at 5 o'clock. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody. And as always, go Tigers.